Let's get it. Let's go. It's supposed to be showing me a notification. I'm not sure I understand. Siri, get on out of here. Here we go.
What's up?
There you go.
Hey,
Please
you know we
hold.
can win the Super Bowl. That's one thing I got to go ahead and get off my
Fly,
chest.
fly, eagles fly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, out this whole 30 minutes, I'm over here trying to figure out because I wanted to do it through the computer, but come to find out we got to do the live together on YouTube through the phone like TikTok.
Uh, Basically, yeah, same thing as TikTok. I mean, I
Yeah.
could do it on the computer on TikTok.
Yeah, no, you find like if you want to still have a phone, like if you got a phone and still want to do TikTok on your other one, you can do that too. Let's see. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna send you clips. All them put your
All right.
tag and all that in there. But let's get into it. As y'all already know, he came on here, starting for the jump, letting us know how this gonna go.
Told you we were gonna be back here.
You
I
did, you did.
I said the Eagles are going back. As soon as I saw us sign Saquon Barkley, and I already knew Cam Jerkins was a dog,
Yeah,
so I knew our offensive line was still going to be top ranked. So it just puts us like Saquon Barkley is the number one running back, hands down.
yeah.
And when we got Saquon Barkley, it's like everybody was like, "Ah, Saquon's not going to do this. He's been injured." But Saquon was on a bad team. Saquon was stuck. That's like saying, who was another guy that was on a bad team?
We had
Derrick Henry.
yeah, yeah,
Derrick
yeah.
Henry. He fucking went to the Ravens and put up 1,900 yards. Like, I mean, that's a Super Bowl run. Like, we're going. Oh,
Can you see? Are you able to see? Because I see look like people is in here. I don't know. I think the chat on the phone it might still pop up if they
I
comment.
can see. There, it says people's in here though.
Yeah, that's what I
I
said. I
see
don't know if
three.
it gonna. I don't know, y'all. If y'all chat, try to chat it so we can see what it say. But
Yeah,
um,
because we can't see nothing right now. At
yeah,
least I can't.
so so you knew from the beginning that you guys were gonna be back here.
I didn't know the Chiefs were honestly that. And when it comes down to the Chiefs, the one thing that fears me is Andy Reid. It's not any of their players. It's their coach.
Coaching. Yep.
And Patrick Mahomes, don't get me wrong, he's a great player. He's a great quarterback. But if you take Andy Reid off that team and put someone like Jim Harbaugh or someone like that, are they still going to do what they're doing?
But we can say Chiefs fan can say Mahomes fan can say Andy Reid when he had Alex Smith when he was with you guys, like he wasn't doing this. So that could be the rebuttal to the people
Yeah.
saying like that. It's like Brady Belichick. Is it Brady? Is it Belichick? Is it Reid? Is it Mahomes? I think they both go together because like again, Alex Smith and them, they were in the playoffs, but the Chiefs about to have an opportunity to three-peat. We ain't see this coming.
Hey, but I'm just saying there was one team that already knocked off somebody from three-peating. And we all know who that was. We
And
all know who that was.
and you knew I had it coming because again, and I saw the picture. I was like, That is crazy that y'all stopped the Patriots from three-peating. Now y'all got another opportunity and then you look at it, that's three Super Bowls in like 5, 6 years. The Eagles. So what do you say to people that because I at a point in the season, Sirianni was on people were coming for Sirianni job at a point in the season, like so what do you say to those people that may have doubted the Eagles. Some of y'all
Mm.
guys as fans doubted, and y'all are right back in the Super Bowl two
For the
years
people
later.
that doubted Nick Sirianni, I got one thing to say to y'all. Y'all don't know ball because if we look what he's done in 4 years, his first year he went to the playoffs. His second year he went to the Super Bowl. His third year he went to the playoffs. His fourth year he's back in the Super Bowl. 4 years this man has been in the league, and he's been in two Super Bowls. What does that tell you, man? He's not no average coach. He's not no wannabe coach. He's the coach of the Philadelphia fucking Eagles. That's the simplest way to put it, man. Like, and when our coaching, we never have bad coaching recently. In the recent times, we haven't had bad coaching. We had Andy Reid, Doug Peterson, and now Nick Sirianni.
Yep.
So, if I mean, I'm just saying, like Doug Peterson won us our first ring. Then I don't know what happened with him after that.
He down here, well, was down here in Jacksonville. Looked like the same thing happened here with didn't want to let go of press, kind of was messing up Carson Wentz. Kind of the same thing happened down here. So but like you stated about Sirianni, because like again, we said some of y'all own fans was calling for that man job. But I think it was more so the play of Jalen Hurts for periods like when we all played us, the Jaguars. He looked pretty, he didn't have a good game. Like had we been a better team, y'all possibly could have lost that game. So, what do you say to the people that doubt Jalen Hurts? Because I don't doubt Jalen Hurts, but like I told you with the Steelers, I'm gonna have to see it. If Saquon's not eating, I'm gonna have to see him consistently stand in the pocket and throw the ball.
But see, that's another thing. Everybody acts like Hurts didn't do that in the first Super Bowl. Everybody acts like he didn't do that, and that was 2 years ago. So let me go on to this year. Everybody acts like he didn't do that with the Chiefs. I mean, not the Chiefs. I said the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Ravens. Uh, if we keep going, we can look at in the playoffs. Green Bay, he had to put up. I'm pretty sure he put up 150 something, and then if we go look at the Rams, he had a rushing touchdown. The first play of the game, Jalen Hurts took his legs
Yep.
and ran 50 plus yards for a touchdown. I'm to like, and then Saquon Barkley. So the only reason we're not passing the ball is because Jalen Hurts can pass it. But the only reason we're not passing it is because we don't need to. Why
Yeah.
pass the ball when you don't need to pass the ball? If you shut down Saquon Barkley rushing, cool, cool, go ahead, shut him down. You got to shut down Jalen Hurts' rushing too. You
Yep.
can't just shut down one and not try to like because you got to shut down both of them.
Yep.
It's when you got a quarterback that can play that can run the ball and pass the ball. That's the best weapon right there.
Yep.
And yes, Saquon gave us a huge piece to the Super Bowl, but we're not going to forget that we went without him.
Yep.
Saquon's not like Jalen. Jalen has already took us to one, and he's took us to this one, in my opinion. Yes, Saquon had a big part in it, but Jalen's the reason why we're here. Without a quarterback, you're not making it nowhere. As we've seen with Kenny Pickens when he played against the Washington Commanders.
And this is why this game is so weird for me because of everything you just said. Like we can say, Jalen. They put up 35 against the Chiefs in the last Super Bowl. So it's like we can say all these things, and like I said, myself, we can doubt, but they put up 35 points. You know what I'm saying? They're back here. He did it against the Steelers. He stood and he came in the press conference. He was like, that's what y'all wanted to see. So this is why this game is so weird for me because I can't sit up here and say if Saquon doesn't show up, Jalen won't show up. But I'm more
One of
so
them
I
finished
think
in the rough.
y'all I do agree the Eagles team as a whole though,
It's
defense, the O line, run game,
special teams. We
like
can
so
we, we can even go to special teams. Like when we played the Washington Commanders, our special teams knocked out the ball like 2 or 3 times. And like if you look at it, if you go back and look at the highlights, there's like 5 or 6 Eagles right there every time the ball gets knocked out.
yep, yeah, y'all fly, 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 Eagles fly. They fly to the ball.
That's why it's fly Eagles fly.
But and this is the concern too I have. Now that for anybody in their right mind, I was singing the Commanders fight song. It was more so a feel good story. You hope they can do it. But if you're in your right mind, you knew the Commanders was not about to beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. But my concern is, do you think y'all are going to get 4 extra possessions against that Chiefs team?
Uh, Most definitely. This is a different defense. Everybody like our defense gives us those possessions. This
Yeah.
defense, I feel 10 times more confident than I did last Super Bowl because our defense, like if we look at what we did against the Rams had the final possession, and no
Yep.
one's going to tell me Matthew Stafford's a bad QB.
Yep. Nope.
He's
Nope.
not.
Yeah, y'all
And,
stopped me because I was tuned. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna do something. I said, but that's the Eagles. Like you said, that's that
that's the
defense.
defense. Fourth down, he had to throw
Yep.
it. He had no one to throw it to. So guess what? Our ball over. That's all that's gonna take. With us, everybody's like, oh, don't get the ball to Patrick Mahomes with 2 minutes left. Get the ball with Patrick Mahomes with 2 minutes left. You want me to tell you why? That defense is gonna eat them. That defense is gonna stand up.
That defense. But and here goes the y'all better hope. I don't think y'all want it to be a close game, and we all know why. When it comes to the Chiefs, close. The referee, I'm sorry, do not give these referees any opportunity to meddle or have any outcome in this game. It's sad that that's the narrative, but I think y'all can't keep it close because they seem to get every close call.
Well, see, I got a solution to that too. What we're gonna do is we're gonna call Kevin Hart and we're gonna call Meek Mill and we're gonna go tell them to put a bet in on the refs. Go pay the refs.
Yeah, yeah, because
Because that's what the
because
Chiefs are doing. So we got to do something too, man. We got to get
yep,
some refs on our side. Hey,
because and then again too, which every we can say the Chiefs, they've won 17 straight close game, like what is it, under 1 point or like something like that. 17 straight NFL record. Cool. They've had block punts, block. Okay, that's players making plays. But I can go back to the Bengals game. It was 4th and 16. You can tell Mahomes just threw something up. Refs,
pass
pass
interference.
interference. That can't happen in a Super Bowl. So but that's what I'm saying. So I don't
But
think y'all
see,
can't it can't be close. Y'all can't have it close.
this is what I think. I don't think they're going to have calls like that this time. You want me to tell you why? Because us as people have been calling them out on it.
Yep.
And it's finally got to Roger Goodell himself. And Roger Goodell, yeah, they might throw a little bit of flags for certain teams, but it's not going to be like that in the Super Bowl no more. I don't
Yeah,
think
they
so.
can't. They can't or otherwise
Or
the
otherwise, I'm breaking a
yeah.
TV or two.
And you
If I
kind
see
of
I see a flag, I'm breaking 2 or 3 TVs. I don't care if I got to buy 'em. I'll break every TV I see.
and
And
look, and
then
you kind of alluded to it. But what would you say as a fan who's you watch, I'm sure you watch every Eagles game, what would you say is more so different this time around than the last team?
I think you gotta give it to the mentality, man. Our
Hmm.
mentality has up, and like these boys, these men, they want it. They want it more bad than ever. If you look at how they've been playing, if you actually pay attention to the Eagles game, if you look at how they play, like they are hitting harder. They're
Yeah,
making magical turnovers that aren't supposed to happen.
yeah,
We got rookies getting picks in the playoffs. We got, uh, if you look at it, Darius Slay got his first ever pick in the playoffs.
yeah. Yeah,
So
everybody
these
eat.
boys, these boys are playing different. So what I would say is going to give us the is the defense and in our running game. You can. I don't care. Chiefs fans been telling me all week how they're going to stop Saquon Barkley. You can't stop Saquon Barkley. You can contain him, but you
That and
can't
that's
stop him.
and that's where I'm coming from because that's kind of how I see this game going. Chiefs have not had 100-yard rusher. This is what that's what everybody's saying. Chiefs have not. I think Saquon's gonna get 100, but it might not be an effective 100. But that's where I come into the is Jalen Hurts gonna be able to because like we say Jalen Hurts revenge game. Well, the Chiefs, Bolton, Chris Jones, Karlaftis, McDuffie, Spags, and them, they gave up 35 points to y'all last time. So they coming in too like we ain't doing that shit this time. So
But
they also got a name mind.
so this is something I can say to that. If you watch, have you watched Media Day? Any
Yeah, a
of the
little
Media
bit
Day?
of it, yeah.
So Jalen Hurts is walking up for Media Day, and he looks up at the TV screen, and everybody's voting for the Chiefs. Everybody's going for the Chiefs, and he sees
Wow.
it. He looks at it and laughs, and keeps walking away. That man is on a whole nother
Oh
level
yeah.
right now. Jalen Hurts ain't thinking about winning the Super Bowl. He's thinking about putting BTA. That's what we're thinking about. We're not thinking about taking it easy on y'all, letting y'all get this one score. Oh, let me get this flag so we can win the game. You know what we're going to do? We're going to come out hot in the first quarter. Then we're going to slow down in the second quarter to save our energy. Then the third quarter, we're going to go up by 2 scores. And then the fourth quarter going to come around. We're going to have the ball off an interception. And Jalen Hurts is going to go down, run in for a 40-yard touchdown. And so after that, we're going to be up 21 points. Patrick Mahomes is going to try to make his comeback, but he ain't going to have enough time to.
So
He ain't.
you think they're gonna it's gonna be a convincing win. Like this probably not even gonna be a ball game.
And we're going to show them the difference between a puppy and a big dog. How does Brendan Graham say it? Brendan Graham
Who?
said it best.
Oh,
Brendan
they
Graham.
just activated him too. They just
Yeah, that's,
activated
that's another thing I wanted to throw out there. Brendan Graham just got activated. So I mean, I saw that, and I threw my phone and ran around the house like 3 times. I
So
was so happy.
you think he's actually gonna be able to really make an impact or play like some
He's
good
played.
minutes?
He's played for the Eagles for 14 years, and he's every year
Yeah.
he's made an impact. With that, where when the Patriots were trying to do their three-peat, the only reason they didn't is because that strip fumble from Brendan Graham. He he saved us on that play because Tom Brady was going downfield about to score. If we look
Yep.
at that, that would have tied up the game, and we would have went to overtime. And t- let's face it, Tom Brady in overtime, that's like Patrick Mahomes in overtime. Fucking
Yeah,
winning
that
by
that played, yeah. So which I saw when I saw it, I said even if he doesn't play that many minutes, like that's Brandon Graham. Like you said, he been playing there for 14 years. Him alone, him being there was going that y'all gotta understand people gotta understand with players and locker rooms. That man is gonna be in the huddle getting these dudes' mindsets
Mhm.
right before so if he got the uniform on and he go all game he is in their mind like stay
It's
on.
not even just that. Like all the players are going to want to play 10 times harder because let's face it, this is his last game in a Philly uniform.
You
He
think
said it
so?
himself. He said it.
Okay.
He said it during the media day. He said, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna enjoy my last game." And
Uh,
we gonna get him a Super Bowl win. It's gonna be like when Ray Lewis played injured in the Super Bowl. He had the same injury as Brandon Grant, and he played absolutely amazing. And that's what Brandon Graham's going to do. Even if Brandon Graham doesn't have the greatest game, he's going to have so much of an impact on all the other players that it's going to have make all the other players have an amazing game because they're going, man, we got to get this ring for him. We got to get this for him. And Darius Slay, he said this might be his last game in a
yeah.
Philadelphia uniform.
Yeah.
So
He
they're gonna
he
want to get.
come he come on to the Jaguars. We need a
You want
corner.
he's the Jaguars, man. Hey,
Look,
what y'all gonna do with Trevor Lawrence?
I'm gonna give Trevor got a season. You got a new head coach that's offensive minded, creative. If you don't put it together this season, we gonna have to look. I said we might need to look into Cam Ward anyway this season. But if he doesn't put it together this season, we gonna have to evaluate. They just signed him to a contract, so I knew we weren't gonna make no changes this year. But this do or die for Trevor because you got your he. It's like Jalen and Nick. Jalen, you got your offensive minded head coach. You got to put it all together. Trevor, you got your young creative. You got to put it all together.
See, and another thing, what pick do y'all have in the draft?
We got five.
Y'all think y'all be able to get Travis Hunter?
The mocks I'm seeing, I'm a, I'm just looking to see the teams ahead of us. What who is it?
The
Giants, Tennessee, um,
Patriots, right?
Patriots. So Patriots not going quarterback. It's interesting to see what Tennessee is going to do and what Browns could plunge on the quarterback. I think those are the four ahead of us. It's just interesting because I think he could because Tennessee might go QB. Giants might go QB. And I gotta pull up who the what the order is because
Yeah,
it's
and
weird.
if we win this Super Bowl, it's gonna be the best feeling ever. Because I tell you what, when we lost that Super Bowl, my soul felt like it got snatched from my body,
Oh,
bro. I broke the TV. I left the house. I drove off angry as hell, man.
damn. So what happened if y'all lose this one?
Listen, we ain't even gonna talk about that because we ain't losing. We ain't losing. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I don't want to. I don't want to feel that way again. So
Where
we
would you, where would you on Jalen? Where would you rank Jalen? Is he top five? Top? Where would you have
top
Jalen
three.
at the keeper?
Top three.
And, okay, so who's the three?
We're talking about current, right? Like in the NFL.
Yeah, like quarterbacks. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes will be above him, and that's only because he's got. Actually, I'll put him at number two. Patrick Mahomes will be above him, and then Jalen Hurts. Because if we look at the AFC, everybody will put Joe Burrow and all them above him. But yeah, but guess what? Jalen Hurts has been to two Super Bowls. He's started 5 years now. He's been a starter for 5 years. Been to two Super
And
Bowls.
and people
And they
didn't
didn't
even
win.
think Jalen would be doing what he's doing right now, which is why, and we're gonna get into when you're finished. Hate to cut you off, but I'm gonna ask you about why do people hate the Eagles? Because I think Jalen is a part of that, but I think he
I got
acts
the
like
perfect
that.
answer.
That chip is because like these people just doubted him, man. So he locked in.
So if Jalen Hurts wins this Super Bowl, and I'm hearing that we're about to get Miles Garrett. I'm hearing the Eagles are going to get Miles Garrett, man.
What
So
y'all gonna give up for him?
I mean, a couple first rounders. We gonna give a one of the fucking. I would give up. I don't know, man. Our team's too stat. I don't know who I would want to give up.
Yeah, y'all might have to give up one
Darius
of them
Slay. We gonna give
receivers.
up Darius Slay.
That look, y'all probably gonna have to give up probably one of them receivers,
Man,
Devontae
I would.
or AJ.
Nah, we gonna give him Jaw. We gonna give him Dotson.
Browns
Dotson
would
will
be
listen. Dotson will be a Super Bowl champ. Like people will die for a Super Bowl champ, man.
yeah, yeah,
But with the hate, there's one thing that I could give you an answer for that. People always hate. Like if you look at the Chiefs, they hate on them. You know why? And they hate on the Eagles. You know why they hate on these two teams right here? Because it's greatness.
greatness.
Everybody's gonna hate on greatness, man. When greatness is right there, you're gonna hate on it, man, because you're not in the greatness spot. They are.
Yeah,
If you look at Jalen Hurts, man, uh, for Alabama, we can go back to his college days. They didn't respect him in college. They put Tua to start,
yeah.
and then Tua got hurt or something happened to Tua, and Jalen Hurts came in Alabama and won the national championship. So, and then he went to Oklahoma and played with CD Lamb. He made CD Lamb who CD Lamb was, in my opinion. And then like Jalen Hurts, his whole career has always been down.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't know why. I don't know why you're doubting someone that's been to two Super Bowls now, that was in race, was number two for MVP in the 2022 season, and that showed you that he can play ball. In the Super Bowl, he had one of the best stats. He had some of the best stats in the last Super Bowl. The only reason we didn't win was because of sorry ass James Bradbury.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He
And that's
yeah.
why he's not playing in this Super Bowl.
I was about to
He's
say,
so
yeah, y'all got rid of him real quick.
we didn't get rid of him. He's still on the team. He's just injured.
Oh, he's still on the Eagles? Has he
Yeah,
played at all?
no, he's gonna get a free Super Bowl ring. Bro's about to get a free ring.
That just go, I thought he was gone. I
Nah,
thought
he's
y'all
still
had
on
got
our
rid of
team
him.
because I thought we got rid of him too. But then one of the another Eagles fan came in and told me that nah, he's on the injury reserve right now.
Oh.
So bro's been on the injury reserve all season. He played one or two preseason games and then got injured. So I mean,
Oh.
I'm glad that happened. I don't wish bad on nobody, but James Bradbury, man, he sold us that last
Yeah.
Super Bowl, and he's
Yeah.
been selling a lot, bro. I can't do that, man. I swear, if they would have played James Bradbury and he would have got a call like he did last Super Bowl, I would have been jumping through that TV, man. I would be
But
slapping the roof with me.
even that call, we were like, why do y'all call that? Like that
I mean,
see
but
that
even he said it was pass interference though, so
you
I
think
don't
so?
like to blame. I don't like to blame the refs for the game because
Me either. Me either.
the fact is, if it comes down to one possession, that's your fucking fault. Why'd you let it come down? Why'd you let it come down to that one possession?
Yep.
Why'd you let them get that? Why did we let them get that close to score? Why did we?
Yeah, that's why I don't like to blame refs either. But when it come to Jalen, you say you don't know why people doubt him. I'll speak from my personal, like you said, like I think some people still doubt him because of what we saw in college, which is crazy. Like you said, he's been in the league. Why are we still he can't throw consistently or this it is and for me, he's had games. Like I watched him against the Jaguars. Our defense is sorry. He was not good. Like it's moments like that to where it's like he'll have a Super Bowl, the first game against us, he'll have that, and then he'll have a game against the Jaguars. So it's just the inconsistency I feel like with people. But I agree with your point. It's I had to sit back and like, damn, this man going to this is his second Super Bowl in like in 3 years. So I see a lot of Eagle fans saying, "Are we? Is it about winning, or is it about being Joe Burrow? You're first in yards, first in touchdowns, but you
Yeah,
didn't
see,
even make the playoffs.
we can look at that. That's another thing. You can look at stats and all that. But cool, where did those stats get Joe Burrow?
Not even didn't even make the playoffs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and sure, Jalen Hurts didn't have the best stats, but let's look at his turnovers. He had 5 interceptions the whole season,
That's good. That's great for Jalen Hurts for how he came, how he was viewed. For him to only have five, that's great.
and he's still put up 2,900 yards. And if we add in his rushing yards, he's got over 3,000 yards and 35 touchdowns.
Yep,
So everyone just looks at passing stats for a QB, but nowadays you got to look at rushing stats too because most QBs that are coming into the NFL now are dual threat QBs
yep,
that can run and pass.
yep.
And when Lamar was up for MVP, they didn't just look at his passing stats; they
They
looked at
look
his
at
rushing
rush.
stats.
Yep,
But when Jalen Hurts is rushing the ball, oh, he should have been passing it. He should have been doing this. He should have been throwing it deep to AJ Brown. That's what he should have been
that's
doing.
another concern. If AJ Brown not getting his in the Super Bowl,
AJ's gonna get his. See, that's another thing. People look at people look at the games that's been going on, but the Super Bowl is a whole different game, man. The
yeah,
Super Bowl is where you throw in plays that no one's seen that you don't use at practice. That
yep,
Like these are the plays that, like I'm telling you, the Eagles are going to come up with a new thing. Like it's not going to be the Philly special, but it's going to be something similar, and
Like how they did, yeah.
It's going to be something better. I'm talking about AJ Brown's probably going to throw it to Hurts, or Hurts is going to get in for a touchdown. We're going to have another Philly special.
They fed them though. What gives me confidence in that they fed them versus Washington. They hurt.
I know,
Brown got his.
and he got a touchdown, and Smith got
Yep.
his too. If we look at what Smith
Yep.
did,
Yep.
and then Dallas Gardner got his. Uh, Saquon definitely got his. Saquon and AJ both got theirs. And hold on, if we want to look at that, we also had a third string running back come in and get a touchdown. A
But
68.
that's. Are you taking the Commanders defense or are you taking the Chiefs defense?
See, we're not gonna have no third strings come. I'm gonna be for real. We're not gonna have no third strings coming on that Chiefs defense unless they're really tired. If they're really tired, man. See, that's another
Yeah.
thing I'm hoping. I don't hope no one gets injured or anything, but I hope they get really tired to the point where they can't keep up with Saquon.
Yeah. Just pound them. Keep pounding them. Yep. But I'm telling you, Chris Jones gonna have something to say about that. Nick
But
Bolton gonna have something to say about that.
I got another thing to say to Nick Bolton and Chris Jones. They've also never played an offensive line besides in the last Super Bowl like ours. And this
This
time
game gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game.
we got all pros all over our offensive line. They're all pros besides Jordan Malaga. But that was messed up how they did him, bro. He deserved
The
all
fact
pro.
he's not even all pro.
Like he deserved it. It's because he never. And you want to know the funny part? He's never played football until he came into the NFL. He played rugby.
And when I was researching you guys, like, cause in Cunningham, I was researching our like general manager candidates here. He spent some time with y'all as like a scout. They got Malaga in like the seventh round. He's been with y'all since. Like that,
Yeah.
The Eagles organization. I don't know why we're not talking about the Eagles organization as an organization to watch and learn from. They got them man in the seventh round. Y'all got him in what, like 2018, and he's an impact player for y'all in 2025. Like that's
It's
Eagles.
crazy because everybody was like, oh, fire Howie, fire him for getting Jalen Hurts. Y'all need to fire him. Oh, he got Jalen Hurts. We don't need a QB. We got Carson Wentz. Where's Carson Wentz at now? Yeah, he may be in the Super Bowl, but
It ain't cause of
I,
him.
I love Carson Wentz. Don't get me wrong. I love him. Like I'll always have love for Carson Wentz. But he's not it. He wasn't it. Jalen Hurts is it. Jalen Hurts is our franchise QB, and he's showing you why. He took us to two Super Bowls in 3 years. If you look at that, man, and then even if you look at last year, yeah, we didn't have the best year. We fell off at the end of the season, but for the first period, for the nine straight, we had a nine straight winning streak, and then the Jets fucked us up. So
Yeah, yeah. That was this season, right? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, that wasn't this season.
When was
That was
that?
last season. That was last season. We didn't win again
Yes,
this season. We
yes,
were
yes.
amazing this season. We were probably the last. Also, if you want to look at another thing, Cooper DeJean's birthday is February 9th. Saquon Barkley's birthday is February 9th. You
February
add
9th. Yep. Oh,
listen,
cool birthday tomorrow too.
yeah, and if you add 33, he wears number 33. And if you add 26 together, what does that equal? 59. What Super Bowl is
Oh
this? Super
Lord.
Bowl 59.
Look, it does. It seems like it's all set up.
Listening. And another thing, the last time the Eagles had 13 wins, they won the Super Bowl. That's another thing I should throw out there because we're about to dog walk the Chiefs,
Look,
honestly.
on paper, y'all are this should like you said, on paper it should be a drubbing.
But
Like
it's
I
not
feel
because
like
of
the
their
Chiefs,
coaching.
like yeah, the Chiefs got away with, like I said, I think they got away with a lot of games this season, but somehow they're still here. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even think y'all would win the NFC East this season. I had the Cowboys winning the NFC East. So, but what do you say to people that think y'all path was got a couple more questions for it. What would you say to people that think y'all path was a little easy this season. Y'all didn't have to go against the Lions, the Vikings. Like, what would you say to that?
I got two things to say to that. Everybody took Green Bay over us, right?
Yep.
Everybody would take Green Bay over us, and then we beat them. So after we beat them, that was an easy task. But y'all were just saying they were going to beat us, and then the Rams came around, right? They were telling us the Rams, they've been to a Super Bowl, they have Super Bowl experience, they won a Super Bowl, they're going to beat y'all. But then we beat the Rams, right? And then the Washington Commanders came around. Jalen Daniels is the best rookie QB ever. He's gonna dog walk y'all. That's what I kept hearing. But then 55 to 23 later, I
Yeah, that's
realized
crazy. That was crazy. 55. That's the most points in the NFC championship game, right? That
second month.
second move. Okay. But yeah,
It's up there though.
I knew I would say the NFC championship, but y'all play who y'all play. It's not y'all fault the Vikings didn't handle business. It's not y'all fault the Lions didn't handle business.
Yeah, and even if that, clearly the Washington Commanders were better than the Lions
Yep.
because they beat them. So what are we talking about here?
Rams,
And
clearly the
if we had
Rams,
an
yeah,
easy
better than the
schedule,
Vikings.
if we had an easy schedule, why'd we play Baltimore? Why'd
Yep.
we play the Steelers? Why'd we play the Bengals? But it's an easy record, right? It's an easy schedule. And the Saints, they started off hot. The
Yep.
Bucks, the Bucks, they were a good team. Uh, who I'm trying to think of who else we played that was good.
And see, look, and y'all lost to the Bucks 33, but we want to know why?
We didn't have a
Saquon
receiver.
So Saquon only had 84 yards. 59 of those came on one run. So that's where people are coming with Jalen. It's
But
like if
see, people can go back to that Bucks game, right? But
mm-hmm,
if we look at it, Dallas Gardner was injured.
mm,
Uh, Devontae Smith was the only one. I'm pretty sure, and he was limited. Devontae Smith was on limited snaps. AJ Brown, he was injured. So we didn't have our receiving core. We didn't have our weapons. We just had Saquon Barkley. So that's why we relied on Saquon Barkley that game. I mean, if you have nobody to throw it to but a bunch of basic rookies and bums like Dotson, I'm sorry, but Dotson, he's not had a great season. If he goes out there and proves himself in the Super Bowl, I won't hate on him no more. But besides that, I need us to get rid of him and go for a different receiver. Go for the draft, get us a wide receiver 3, man, and we'll be set.
y'all probably won't ever be able to live down Jalen Rager over Justin
I
Jefferson.
I won't ever live down To when we gave up To.
Yeah.
That that shit pissed me off. That had me on the next level, man. I was like, why him? And then we gave away, like we got Mike Vick, then we lost Mike Vick. Why?
Yeah, I
Why?
love Mike Vick. No, I'm from Georgia. Mike Vick. Big
Why?
time. But
Well,
final question for you to end it off. We know we got to end it off here.
all
Who
right.
do you have winning? The score, your final score, and kind of how you see the game playing out.
Hey, look, you want me to tell you what's gonna happen? The Philadelphia Eagles are gonna win, but we're gonna win by a touchdown. Instead of Patrick Mahomes getting the ball in the last possession, we're gonna get the ball. We're gonna throw 80 yards to fucking. It's gonna be an 80-yard pass or a 50-yard pass and 30-yard run for AJ Brown. We're gonna get to the 20-yard line. Then Saquon's gonna run it and end it at the 1-yard line. We're gonna have 5 seconds left. We're gonna call timeout. Then we're gonna get loaded up like this. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get
I can't hear you no more. I think you doing the tush push. Think your screen went black, Robert. Let me see. Yeah, I'm finna let me remove. Okay, probably try to click the link again. That invite link I sent you. Try to click that in. There you go.
Hold on, I gotta get the play ready for you. I'm sorry, my camera went off and everything. I don't know what just happened. But we're gonna
Oh,
get
look
down
at
here.
the dog.
Come here, dog. Yeah, be Cam Jerkins real quick, okay? Hey, down, hey, tush put brotherly shove. Come on. Hey, say hut. Touchdown. And that's gonna end the game right there. Everybody's gonna remember that play forever.
That's
That
gonna be
Jalen Hurts,
y'all better hope the refs don't call when he be doing that deliberate. That y'all better hope he don't call it. I'm
there ain't gonna be no calls. You know why? Because this is the Avengers versus Thanos. How many times, if you watch the Avengers, how many times did it take them to defeat Thanos? Took them 2 times. Affinity War, they
mm,
lost. Affinity
mhm.
War, they lost. And then the end game, they came back and won. So I'm thinking someone's gonna have to get. I mean, their star player got really. If we can you say the D word on here?
Yeah,
Because
YouTube.
you
I don't
know
think
you.
YouTube care. I don't think YouTube care.
Okay, so the star player died. Iron Man.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
Jalen Hurts is our star player. I'm hoping he don't die because I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I pray football takes that out the Avengers. But
But
besides that, I
again,
think the final score is going to come down to, I'll say 38-31 Eagles.
also you think it's still gonna be a high scoring with the two defenses?
Yes, because I think no matter what, you can't stop Patrick Mahomes. No matter what, and you
Yeah,
can't stop Saquon. If you're a fool if you think you can stop Saquon Barkley and AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown on one-on-one coverage, and that's what they're going to do because they're good. Their number one play is man coverage. That's what the Chiefs do: man coverage and blitz.
Spaz gonna have to adjust it, but that's what makes Spaz great.
He can adjust,
Yeah.
but also Vangio can adjust too.
Yep.
If we look at what Vangio, and I'm tired of every Chiefs fan going, oh, he's 0-8 against Patrick Mahomes. Cool. He's not had this defense. He's
Yep.
not had people like Zach Bond, people like Nakobe Nadeem, but Nakobe Nadeem, I know he's injured. That's another thing that might affect us. I mean, it hasn't
Yeah.
yet, but this is a different team. So
Yeah.
with Nakobe Nadeem being out, I think that could really affect us. And Jalen Carter and them being sick, that's another thing that can affect us because with Jalen Carter and I think you said the whole defensive line. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they said Jalen Carter, talking about the illness. I think they said it's just spreading through the locker room pretty much.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing is like I think the refs put something in their juice to try to get our players hurt because they knew they couldn't battle them at full health. So I mean they went to go drink something and the refs they went to go get a bottle of Gatorade and the refs fucking put something in their Gatorade. That's what happened in my opinion, man. Because I'm not seeing what everybody else is seeing. I'm
Oh yeah, you
seeing.
talking about with the illness. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know they were sick until like you told me. I was like, hold on, Jalen Carter.
Yeah, this reports. I think it started yesterday. It was like yesterday or 2 days ago. So he got some time. They got look. They better drink some Theraflu, uh, Tamiflu, some. They got time to get some medicine. They gonna play though. I think they gonna be good. These are pros. They got access to all type of medicine to get right. But
Well, yeah, I'm about to have to go because I got stuff I got to get done.
yep,
So
that was yep. Thank you again. So we was on here a lot longer than what I expected. But again, thank you for coming on here. And that was kind of the last thing. I just wanted your final score and how the game was gonna go. But thank you so much for coming on.
if you could you send me that tush push that I just did? Because
Yes.
you know I
Oh,
might have
it's
to send you the Jalen Hurts.
I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it for you.
I'm gonna have to send that to Jalen Hurts for him, for he can know we're all watching him.
Get ready, yeah, so he can know, yeah.
All
Thank
right,
you
I'll send
though.
you. All right.
Again, y'all, that was Robert, Eagles fan. Thanks to him so much for coming on. I wanted that Eagles fan perspective. I see Robert a lot on TikTok giving his thoughts, and he's a big Eagles fan. I love how he talks about his team so consistently. So that's why I wanted him to come on and kind of give the Eagles fan perspective. Couldn't get no Chiefs fan. But again, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for the people that have came, comment, share, subscribe, and DM me. I'm gonna put my socials in here. If you want to come on, talk about your team. I talk anything: football, basketball, soccer, anything. If you want to come discuss something, let me know. But again, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and make sure everything done before you try to have fun. Peace.